Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And it's been quite a while since I made a video. The last video I've made, as you can see here, is about the Cybertruck. And I don't exactly even remember when I made this video. Let's actually look at it when it was made. November 22nd. So well over a month. But today I'm going to be going over my portfolio since I haven't made one of these portfolio videos since this one back in November 18th. And as you can see, my portfolio was at 13,000, just under 14,000, which is pretty good. And I believe, let's see, look at this. And 1 year I was up 70%, which is crazy. But if you guys look at my portfolio now, I haven't added any money. It is gone hyperbolic. It's been going to the sky. Let's actually look at my portfolio right now. Let's see. Right now, my portfolio is at $21,342 today. Oh, it's actually acting kind of weird. Let me refresh this real quick. Man, it's been a while since I last left off. I actually bought a car, so I won't be able to add as much money to the portfolio. And I also got a new job, so I can pay off that car really fast. Hopefully I can pay that car off so we can keep adding more to the portfolio. But let's actually look in the past week. Past week I'm up 7.23%. I believe the highest my portfolio has been is $22,000, and $22,002 was the max that this portfolio has been at. And this is mainly due to, of course, Tesla stock, but mostly every single one of my companies that I own right here have been up, except for the MJ stocks. Of course, MJ stocks have been having a rough one, except today there was some good news, and we can go over that in a little bit. But as you see, up 7% in the last week, and in the last month I'm up 42.36%. Pretty crazy. And for me, when I started off back in 2016, at the end of 2016, I wanted to get around 10 to 15% yearly. And it's 2020 now, so that would be about, what is that, 15 to 30, 60% in the past, not even 60%, because it's, well, 40 to 50%. Which is crazy, because just in the past month, I've done that, and it's mainly due because of Tesla stock. I bought it at a good price. Mostly all the companies that I own, I bought at good prices. Which is, most of the companies that I'm looking at are good companies. It's just, when should you buy in, right? Most companies are good companies. Most of the bigger companies, the more established companies, are good companies. But just when should you get in, right? That's the main thing that I've been looking at, what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing very well in. Make sure the company is well. Most of the time, if there's nothing bad going on, then the company is good. As long as earnings are going in the right direction and no bad news that affects the company's fundamentals is going on, then the company should be going up. Especially in the kind of market that we're in right now, where everything's going up to all-time highs. That's the thing. And right now, almost every single company is at all-time highs. And that's why I'm like, there's nothing to buy right now. There's very little to buy, except for I've been buying some MJ. I bought a lot of shares, as you can see, 2,000 shares of Aurora Cannabis. And my reasoning for that is, it's at $2. I think the lowest has been to $1.50. So my reasoning is, Aurora Cannabis, the cannabis industry will keep growing as time goes on. And with Aurora being one of the top companies out there, I have my expectations for it is not to die off, but to keep growing. Even if it takes 5 to 10 years from now, I don't expect Aurora Cannabis to go down in the next 5 to 10 years. I just that's what I'm thinking. So I'm willing to put in money and ride it out for at least the next few years. And if in the next few years it doesn't do anything, I'll sell out. That's what I would do. But I'm willing to take that risk. It is risky, but I'm willing to take it up. It's like at a billion, right around under 2 billion market cap. And the potential for it to go up to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 billion if it does everything correctly as time goes on. The upside is a lot, and the downside is, well, it's not that much for it to go down, right? As long as if the company just goes bankrupt and I lose the investment, I'm willing to lose the investment for it, for the potential that it has. Of course, some people won't do what I do. Of course, they're not in the same boat as me. For me, I can lose all this money right now. It would hurt, but it wouldn't affect my life. It will not affect anything for me. Like, this is money that I don't need right now. And this is mostly due because I am young and I don't really need this money right now for anything. But if you're older and you need this money to do what you need to do to survive, then I wouldn't be buying these super risky companies. Like, almost all the companies I have are risky. So Facebook is established. Activision, you know, pretty established. Nvidia, lots of potential. Square stock, there's potential there. Tesla stock, lots of potential. Uber, lots of potential. These three cannabis companies, lots of potential. But when there's lots of potential, there's also lots of risk. One little bad thing happens, company goes down 10, 15, 20%. That's how it is. And I'm willing to take that risk. But anyways, in the last 3 months, I am up 105.29%. The market's still open, so that's why it's changing. And in the past year, I am up just under 180% in the past year. And that is insane. That is insane. It's crazy. Just on Monday, I believe, on Monday, I had over $2,300 gain. Just on Monday. And as soon as I made that Cybertruck video, that's the last time that Tesla stock went down a lot. I think they went down 2 or 3 or 4% in one day. I honestly don't even remember, but I remember it going down quite a bit. That was the last time that I saw the opportunity to buy shares. And from that day onwards, Tesla's just been going up and up and up. Let's actually look at some individual in my individual companies I have shares in. Here's Activision. Small position, should have put more in, but I'm still up pretty decent. All the companies I have right now I'm up a good amount, except for these 3 right here. Once the MJ sector starts going up, then I'm poised to do very well. Next one, Facebook. Facebook owned this for a long time, up 25%. Very good. Not a huge position. I've always in the beginning when I started, I had always put 300 to 500 at a time. But sometimes I took risks. I did take a huge risk on Facebook a while ago. Made a video about it. This was one of the companies that brought down my portfolio in half. I did a call option around this time. I'm like, this company went down like 10-20% in a day or a few days in a week, and I'm like, there's no way this company is gonna keep going down. I'm gonna buy a call option that expires in a few months, and every time it goes up after a certain price, I'll be making $100 every dollar, I think, something like that. And I'm like, that's a risk I'm willing to take, and I did it, and look what happened. boom, boom, boom. It just kept going down, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm losing. Because at this time, I think my portfolio was worth less than $8,000. So $2,500, that's a huge, huge risk. And with call options, you better sell off, or else your thing's gonna be worth. It's gonna be, once it's expired, it's useless. Nothing. You don't get your money back. So I sold right when it started coming back. If I would have bought it more lower, I would have made money instead, and my gains would be even more than it is. Maybe my portfolio would be worth 25, 26, 27,000 instead of it being worth 21,000. But that's something that I learned. Option trading is not for me. And the option that I bought was it's like 6 months, so it's not super long term, but it's not short term either. And that's why it was worth so much. It was worth like $2,600, $2,700. And that was too much. But I was willing to take the risk, and I lived with the results. And let's look at the next one. The next one that we have here is Square. I bought Square a while ago, and I was expecting it to go up faster. But it's only up 8.65% for me. And I bought it the first time I bought it was in May. Well, actually, let's look at all the history. The first time I bought it was in May 2nd of 2019. So in 5 months, it will be a whole year since I bought my first share of Square stock. I saw the opportunity to buy because it went down a lot. I believe it was at $100, and then it went all the way down to 60. So let's actually look at the charts. Yeah, it was right around $99, $100, something like that. And right now it's 70. So I'm expecting it to come back up. Will it come back up? You never know. It takes time for these companies to grow. But even look at that, the 5-year, 530%. That's crazy. That's crazy amount of gains right there. So I'm willing to wait. 8% so far. That's actually honestly pretty good. From now until May, unless there's like a crash or a correction that happens, this is doing very good for me. And that's mostly what I aim for. I never expected anything when I'm buying these companies. Of course, these are high risk, high reward. Most of them have been paying off. But most of the time, you don't have to get every single company right to do well. You don't. You just need to pick a few good ones and ride them up and hold them as long as you can. Next one, Tesla stock. This is the one that I've been waiting for. I initially had $8,918, and now it's worth $19,140. So it's up 142%, $10,000. And that's probably why I've been going up so much. Because I was willing to risk a lot of money into it. I saw the potential. It kept going down, and I kept buying more and more and more. And this is the one I've been making the most money fastest. All of these companies that I've been seeing, I've only been able to put less than $1,000 in it, but I made gains from it. Activision, I bought in by only about 500. Facebook, I bought in only by like 300-400. Nvidia was a good one. Nvidia, I put in quite a bit of money in it, 3,000, and then now it's worth 4,000. But that's pretty good. And I bought in at a good time. All of these were results of just buying good companies at good times when I felt that they were undervalued. Next one, Uber. I just bought Uber the other day. Let's look at when I bought it. I bought 10 shares at $32.98 on January 8th. So when was that? That was like a week ago. So in 1 week, I'm up 6%. I've only put $300 in. Only $300. I saw that it was bouncing back from like the lows of the lows. Right here, I was like, okay, this looks interesting to me. So then I bought around $32, like around here somewhere. On here. And it's coming back up. Uber has lots of potential. Maybe you'll buy some more. I am really just waiting for a correction to happen. I am really waiting for that. That's when I want to buy lots of things. Right now, I've been holding cash in my bank accounts for a while now. And I haven't been able to really see anything good. Every time I've seen something good, I've been able to put like a few $100s in. I am not like Jeremy where I'm like putting $3,000 to $5,000 in a position. I don't have that kind of money. My positions are like 90% less. I'm buying in at 500. Maybe I'll start buying in at $1,000 at a time. Maybe. But we'll have to see. If once the correction happens, oh, you bet I'm gonna put in lots of money in, as much as I can. And hopefully this correction lasts longer than the last one, because the last one it just went down like in the 2-3 weeks and then went straight back up, and it kept going. I'm waiting for these corrections to last 2-3 months. Right now, I don't care about this value right now. I don't care. I've been making videos for since 2017 or 2018. And you've seen my portfolio going down tons of percentages. Doesn't bother. I mean, it hurts a little bit just to see the number go down, but I've been doing this for a few years, 2-3 years now. And you know, the first year I made lots of mistakes, second year made lots of mistakes. Every single year I made lots of mistakes, and the more mistakes I've made, the more I've learned and the more I've been adapting to it. Like, if my portfolio was to be cut in half right now, for me, it wouldn't bother me as much as it used to. Not anymore, at least. Because I'm willing to buy. When I start, I'd rather see lots of hardcore red days than the super insane green days right now for me, because I have the money to buy. Like, if I didn't have any money right now to buy anything, I would want everything to go up as much as like possible, so I can then have time to make the money and be ready for those red days. But let's go on to the 3 companies that I have that I've lost money. I'm down 20.85% on IIPR. This one I was willing to put this was me getting in this company because it's been going up a lot, and I just, you know what, I had to get in. And as soon as I got in, it started going down a lot. And this is just me going, like, I was just, it looks like it's bouncing back at least. But you know what? This was a good time to buy right here, instead of buying when you're on the way up right here. But you just don't know when companies are gonna go down. You just don't know. It's hard to see when it's a good time to buy. It's better not to buy at all-time highs and we just wait a little bit. But you just don't know. Just don't buy all in one go. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you want to buy some right here. Maybe buy like 500 whole. And it keeps going up, buy another 500. But then it starts going down, buy another 500, then another 500, then another 500, then another 500. So it doesn't matter if you're just buying all the time. It doesn't matter. So instead of you're buying from right here to right here, and then your average is like down here. Your average is $95, and now it's worth at $130 when you started buying at $75 or something like that. Right now, like for me, I'm not gonna sell this one. I actually like this one because it gives me a dividend. It pays me pretty well. See, I started buying shares at the low $76, $80. It's coming back up. Just gonna be waiting for these. I believe these 3 right here are gonna be worth a lot more in the next 3 to 5 years. Next one, Aurora Cannabis. I bought a lot of Aurora Cannabis today. I was like, there was some news that came out. I'm only down 1.9%, but before this, My average cost was like $5, and then I only had like $200 in it. But I'm like, I'm willing to take this risk for the future. And if it pans out, you know what? Every time it goes up $2 in the future, I'm making 5,000, and that's a lot of money for me. Like if everything goes well right now for me, these companies are gonna make me a lot of money in the future, in the next 5 to 10 years. Maybe Aurora Campus is gonna be worth 10 times more, and it's gonna be, if it's worth $18 billion in the future, this will be 50K, 50,000. But we don't know what's gonna happen. This is just a risk I'm willing to take. And same thing with Tesla and Nvidia and Uber and Cappy and Activision, Facebook, all these companies. Risks I'm taking. I wouldn't be investing in these companies right now if I was older and I needed this money right now. I wouldn't be doing it. I'll be investing in some dividend aristocrats. I have some over here that maybe I'll be buying: Caterpillar, Disney, Boeing, Microsoft, Apple, Home Depot, Coca-Cola. Target's going down a lot. Maybe it's time to buy some Target, you know. Waste Management, Johnson & Johnson, Walmart, 3M, what is this, AT&T? Yeah, AT&T, like I'll be buying all these dividend stocks. But you know, and you know, even I even read like I know that Tesla has a lot of hype going into it, but I read an article saying that it's gonna go up to 6,000. People believe it's gonna go to $6,000. And you know what? That's crazy, man. If it goes up to $6,000, that's well over 10 times, 11, 12 times right now. In 5 to 10 years, you never know, right? We don't know what's gonna happen. But you know, it has lots of potential. Tesla is not just a car company. That's why everyone is looking at Tesla just selling cars. Wait till all the other things come in. $500, maybe. Right now it's overvalued for what the company is right now, but you know what? Tesla is one of those companies where you're not looking at what it's valued right now. We're looking at what's going to be valued and the potential that it has, and that's why it's worth that's why it's $530 right now, because it started to figure out how to be more consistent and not letting down everyone. And Elon Musk's been doing very good. Everything's been going good for Tesla in the past few months, and that's why it's worth what it's worth right now. It's worth way more than all these other car companies that it's being compared to, when it should be being compared to Amazon when it was at this time, or Apple when it was worth around this time. And that's when it should be compared to. Not it should be compared to GM or Ford right now, because Ford and GM right now, they are stagnating and they are declining, while Tesla's going up 40, 50, 60% in growth per year. You don't compare those kind of companies to each other, but that's what people are comparing them to, and that's why it's worth this much instead of it being worth half of what it is right now. And even if it was worth half right now, I'd still buy Tesla stock. Doesn't matter to me. The potential is there. Lots of potential. Same thing with all of these right here. All of them. Uber, Tesla, Square, Nvidia, Facebook, Activision, all these. The potential is there. Once everything starts going their way, everyone's going to start hopping on. That's how it is. I even read an article the other day about Apple hitting $2 trillion in market cap. $2 trillion. That is crazy. Before, when I started investing, I believe, let's actually look what Apple was worth at the time when I first bought Apple. Let's look at the history. If you look at the history, I started buying it when it was worth half of what it is right now. About $150, $160, $170. And this was in 2017 when I first started looking at Apple. $150. And right now, look at this. It's 1.37. What is that? Let me do some math real quick. Okay, let's see. It was worth at the time $685 billion. 685. And now they're talking about, oh, there's a case for Apple hitting 2 trillion. That's insane. You know, that's just crazy. A company worth 2 trillion. I know there's this other company, oil company, right? From Saudi Arabia or something like that. I don't know exactly, but it's worth well over 2 trillion, right? And that's like the other one that's worth a lot. That's that one, then Apple, then Microsoft, and Google, and Amazon. All those huge companies that are worth well over a trillion or getting close to it. Amazon's hit a trillion once and then it's been backing off. You know? Like, there's really nothing right now for me to buy. And I'm just holding. And that's all I had to say for today. I hope everyone's doing well. I just wanted to come back, check up on everyone. You guys check up on me. You know, been pretty busy. Maybe I'll start recording again once in a while if I ever buy anything. Maybe once a week I'll start recording like that. Before, I felt like I had to record every single day and post. You know, and you know what? That's so hard for me to do personally. And you know, to all those other people that make videos, investors that make videos about their portfolios or different topics, I respect that so much, man, because you know what? For me, it's just hard for me to do. Even though I actually love investing, I love it. I love doing it. I check my phone once in a while. It's sometimes I don't want to check my phone all the time because then it's like I'm tempted to buy things that I shouldn't be buying, and it's hard. Because you know, before Robinhood, I believe in Robinhood in 2016 when I started investing. It was brand new, getting closer. I don't know exactly when it started, but I was one of the first few ones. Because if I would have started making videos in 2016, you best believe I would have been up there right now. But you know what? That wasn't exactly, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do back in 2016. Even right now, I don't exactly know what I want to do. But I respect anyone and everyone that makes videos every day and are still grinding every day. I respect them so much. And I hope all of you guys are doing good. Hope everyone's doing good. I hope everyone's making money. Hope everyone's multiplying their money. And just tell me how everything is going with you all. I'll probably make another video in a week or two or in a month. You know, I'll always come back once in a while to check up on everyone. Well, that's it for me today. I'm gonna go hit the gym. I started going out to the gym back in last year, May. I haven't, and I took a break. I started going again yesterday, and now I'm sore. So I'm gonna go back and do some legs today. Keep the routine going. But anyways, I hope you guys had a great last year, 2019, and I hope this year you have great goals and you'll accomplish all your goals. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be the end of this video. Please drop a like. You know how to do it. Just subscribe, do everything. You know, I don't really care about it that much. But you know what? It's whatever. Hope everyone's doing well, and I'll see you guys in the next one.